Okay, welcome back to Homestar Inspections. My name is Toby. We're here on a property built in 1962. It's a quadplex, and the client went ahead and preemptively ordered a cast iron drain inspection, which we always recommend for any properties that obviously exhibit cast iron. And when it's not that apparent, then the only way to find out is to get it done. This property right here, as you can see down below, we got the cast iron pipe right here, a clean out. It's already been opened, so we're gonna go ahead and get the power set up and see what we find. Stay tuned. So basically what we're looking for is the condition of the piping. Pretty straightforward. So this one has a lot of debris in it. You'll see it in the video. It's got a lot of debris right there at the beginning. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and flip it now the other direction. Okay, so right here it turned into PVC, which is what we expected, because we saw a permit online for it. It's dropping down again. Gotten about 13 feet so far. This cast iron is pretty rusted, and there's been a couple of turns as well. So you can see already that there's chipping happening on the inside of the pipe, and that flaking and rusting is causing debris to snag on it, and that's only going to be problematic. You can see it rusting about halfway up. Which suggests that this thing's had some clogging issues. Yeah, you can see debris about halfway up the inner wall of the pipe. You can see debris right there. So more debris, more corrosion. About 50 feet into it, and it's pushing back pretty hard. That's about as far as I can go. The condition of the pipe is so poor that the rust really rubs against the cable right here, and so the more cable you put in there, the more friction you're going to fight. And I've got about 53 feet. I've seen enough that I need to see in order to make my determination on this, but we're going to keep on looking and see what other drains we might be able to get into, and we'll give you the summary. Hang tight. Second drain up here on the roof penetration. All right, so we are making our way down. It's definitely cast iron. It's getting a little rusty, Ooh, cruddy. Jeez. Cruddy there, cruddy there, cruddy there. Oh, got standing water right here. Gotta push through that so you can see how far past that we can get. About 25, 26 feet down. Some debris on the side, some scaling going on. Alright, it's turning into PVC in this section right here. We got 35 to 36, 38, 30, ooh, what's that? Got some debris in there, 40. So maybe about 5 feet of transitions from cast iron to PVC and then back to cast iron. So just by the virtue of the fact that there's been multiple repairs on the drains already is all the information we need to recommend to budget to replace. That coupled with the condition of the interior of the cast iron, plus all debris that's catching on all the flaking, these drains are going to be at best problematic. Yeah. Okay, I think that's as far as this thing can push. Let's see. Yeah, that's about as far as that thing's gonna go. Don't want to push it, literally. We'll go ahead and back this one out. Gorgeous day out here. So we're able to, this is a 4-unit, 3 units are in one building, and then 1 unit, which is a 3-2, is separate. So we're able to review both drains, about 50 feet on each. Just to be expected. It's rare that we get to see all of the drains here because the simple fact that these drains are rough, and this cable does not slide past that rust with ease. Okay, quick side note here. When I'm reviewing drains on site, the sun is really bright and the display for the camera monitor is pretty dim. So that's why I tend to not dictate any type of findings on the video itself, on the drain video. It's always best to go back to your computer and review it, because this is the reason. What looks like a dookie is actually a tree root, pretty big tree root that has cracked through the left corner and starting to come to the right side as well, but definitely cracked through the left corner, and that's only going to get worse. It's right where the PVC transitions back to cast iron. Hard to see everything in detail on site, and that's why it's always important to sit at a computer and review it in more detail. And this is the reason. All right, on to the rest of the video. So they've been doing patch jobs on this cast iron. And you'll see in the videos what I'm talking about. This cast iron's 61 years old. Lived a good life. Time to retire it. Ideally, we'd like to get to the sewer tap, but these older cast irons, they seldom have cleanouts outside. Nowadays, plumbing code requires you to put a cleanout within 10 feet of the footprint. A lot of builders are now putting them like that far off the wall. Not the case 61 years ago. A lot of times we end up here on the roof up here, scoping the pipes from the cleanout. And yeah, that's what we do to get our eyes inside the drains, which is the only way to find out what's going on.